Hey guys, good evening. Welcome to another video. Before I start, yes, I did get a haircut finally after like 3 months. So I feel a lot more confident about appearing on camera now, especially now that I don't look like I just crawled out of a cave somewhere. But anyway, I just wanted to show you a quick wrist check as well. Today I am rocking my vintage Omega Seamaster Cosmic. I don't know how well you can see here, but yeah, so today's video topic is something that I've been putting quite a bit of thought into actually over the past couple of days, and that is what would be my ultimate watch collection under $5,000 total. So this would be a total combined budget of $5,000. What watches would I buy if someone just got rid of all the watches that I have right now and said, hey, here's $5,000. What watches would you buy? So I think I've narrowed it down to 3 watches. And here's what I think they are and my reasoning behind choosing these 3 watches. So watch number 1, I think, is the Big Daddy. So this is going to be sort of the main watch, probably the favorite watch in the collection, honestly. And that would be a Rolex Datejust 1601. Now, it's a 36 millimeter Rolex, so it might not be ideal for your wrist size. For me, I think it's a perfect size considering that my wrists are only 6.25 inches. But yeah, the Rolex Datejust is obviously a very, very classic Rolex. It is a timeless watch in my opinion. And the 1601 especially comes in so many different variants, different dial colors, different dial finishes. It's just a really versatile watch. You can put it on a Jubilee bracelet and, it looks very upscale. You can wear it, as sort of a dress watch, but then you can also throw on a leather strap and just wear it when you're just, around out and about wearing a t-shirt and some jeans. You can wear the Datejust and it'll still fit right in. Of course, it's a Rolex, so you get all the prestige, the in-house movement, the legacy of one of the greatest watchmakers of all time. And, with so many options to choose from as far as the strap that you're going to be putting it on, the color of the dial, the finishes, there's definitely something here for everyone. So if I had to pick, I would either go with a blue dial variant of the 1601, or I might just go with the standard silver dial, just keep it simple. For a good one of these, you can get it from anywhere between $3,000 to $4,000 usually, although price and quantity, like availability, fluctuates quite a bit. But I would probably get something on the more closer to the $4,000 end, just so you get something that's in really good condition, that has good service history or doesn't need to be serviced, and preferably one that comes with a Jubilee bracelet. Posted up an example of a good one right about here. This is one, as of now that's available on the market for around $4,000. It's not the exact watch I would buy per se, but it's just to show you what kind of watch you can get for your money and why I think, it's amazing bang for the buck, really. So that brings me to the other 2 watches. So the first of the other 2 watches is kind of going all the way on the other end of the spectrum, and that would honestly be one watch that I already own in my collection, and that is a G-Shock. So this is my GWM 5610-1. I think that it's an amazing watch. I think, like I've said before, every watch collection deserves a G-Shock, just as a beater watch to wear out and about when things are going to get dirty, when you're going to get into some bumps and scrapes. It's always good to have a G-Shock there that you can count on, even for like things like working out, whether you're going swimming, exercising, hiking, whatever. A G-Shock is definitely a must-have. And I've covered the 5610-1 in a little more detail in some of my other videos on this channel, but that's definitely one that would belong in my collection. Yes, there are other G-Shocks that go in here, but I think this one in particular suits me the best. I think it is the classic square G-Shock, but it's got a whole bunch of features like multi-band 6 and the radio timekeeping and the solar power that are put it above and beyond the rest of the square G-Shocks in my opinion. So this one you can pick up for anywhere from $90 to $100. So that brings our total so far to roughly $4,100. And then lastly, the third watch I think is something that would kind of both satisfy an itch for me personally and also kind of fit right in between, the more fancy Datejust and the complete beater G-Shock. And that would be a dive watch. To me, I think a dive watch is kind of a happy medium. So you're getting, in-house movement, you're getting, a really nice watch that from a mechanical perspective is really great, but at the same time is a little tougher than something like a Datejust, so you can hold up to a lot more abuse, hold up to more scrapes. There's a lot of different dive watches that you could fit in here, but in my opinion, the one I would go for is the Orient Komatsu, specifically the Orient Komatsu with the bracelet and the blue dial. So Why I would pick the Orient Kamasu is, firstly, I love the design. I think it's a really great, really clean but eye-catching design. I also like that it has a day and a date function, which is pretty neat. I also like how Orient, they have this really great reputation. They have in-house movements. You're getting, really solid movement for the price, just really great bang for the buck. And this comes in somewhere between $250 to $300, which I think is a good price range, specifically because it's enough to get you a nice watch, a nice looking watch with an in-house movement, but it's not so nice that if you get a dent on it or a scratch that you're going to be too worried about it. So that's why I would pick a dive watch to kind of fit that happy medium, because I can think of certain scenarios where I might not want to take the date just because I feel like it might get damaged, or I don't want it to get dirty. But at the same time, I might not take my GShock because I feel like I would want to wear something nicer in that scenario. A good example I can think of off the top of my head is like going to the beach and having a nice beach trip. Yes, I could wear a GShock, but I feel like I would want to wear something a little nicer. But I don't want to wear something that is, so nice that I'd be scared if it could get damaged. So that's why the Orient Kamasu, $250 to $300 would be a great pick right here. Because as a dive watch, I can take it into the water, I can go swimming with it, I can wear it on the beach. But if it gets a little scratch or a little nick here and there, I wouldn't be too worried about it. It's not the end of the world. And at the same time, it's a kind of watch where, yes, if I'm wearing just swimming trunks, if I'm in the water, it would still look good. Likewise, if I'm fully clothed and I'm just hanging out at a restaurant or something, I could wear that exact same watch and it would still fit in great. So yeah, guys, I think those are my top three picks under $5,000 total as a budget. Again, to recap: Rolex Datejust 1601, a G-Shock GWM 5610-1, and the Orient Kamasu diver watch. So I think with three of these, that puts you, roughly, again, with the price of the Rolex can vary quite a bit, but overall it would put you in maybe the 4,250 to like 4,750 range. You could even stretch it out to 5,000 depending on, what kind of dive watch you're getting and how nice of a Rolex you're buying. But overall, yeah, that would be my pick for the top three watches that I would get with a $5,000 budget. Hope you like this video. I would love to hear your feedback. What do you think? Am I missing anything from this collection? Is there anything that you would swap out with something else? I'd love to know your thoughts. So please leave me a comment below. Like this video if you enjoyed it. And of course, subscribe to this channel would always be much appreciated. All right, guys. Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow.